My name is Clark Daly. This is a video of my freeware software called Surface Explorer. It is used to plot mathematical surfaces. There's three types of mathematical surfaces that it can plot. One is called explicit, which is defined as z as a function of x and y. Another one is called parametric, which is x is a function of u and v parametric variables, y is function of u and v variables, and z is a function of u and v variables. And the third one is implicit, which is a function of x, y, z equals 0. So I'm going to, it comes with, the program is freeware, and it comes with, I think, 430 example programs. So I'm going to open an example here. You have to select which type of surface you want to view for the examples. One here is called a parabola. There's an option where you can set the show the axes, and you can use the mouse to turn it around and zoom it in and out there. This is a sine wave function. You can define the equations of what the colors are for the surface. And you can also define, draw x and y and z lines on the surface if you want to. This one is a pyramid. This is actually a physics equation. It's a magnetic dipole. I've seen on the internet where people use this program to look at some of the physics equations like chemistry and things like that. It's called a concentric ring, so using max value and tangents. Now the second type of surface is called parametric. Yeah, let's see. You might actually see this on the internet quite a bit. This is my icon for my program. It's called a trefoil. I actually used vector calculus to generate the equation, calculate the equation. This one's called a twisted rainbow. This one's called torus knot. There are actually two pretzels that are intertwined there, twisted toruses. This one's called a spring torus. This one's similar to the trefoil. It's a seven trefoil. Seven foil. It's called pentagon point. This is called Mobius strip. It's a very common mathematical equation. It's a single-sided surface. This is also a very famous equation, Klein bottle. It's supposed to be a single surface. Okay, now the third type of surface is called implicit, which is a function of xyz equals 0. The first two are easy for the computer to calculate because they calculate the xyz coordinates exactly, but this one, it has to do root searching to find the zero root on it, so it might take a little bit longer for it to calculate it. Okay, this one is called a wine glass. Has a hole in there, so it probably doesn't hold very much wine. This is called a twin torus, two intertwined toruses. Taking a little longer there. This one's called trapped. There's a sphere in there, it's trapped in there. So another trap, the sphere is trapped in there. And this one's called Surprise in the Box. Takes a while to calculate it. Is there a number of toruses intertwined? It's called orthocircle. And this one's called orthoball. So I created the first version of this program when I was in college in 1974. You know, there was no home computers or anything. It was just a mainframe using Fortran programming, Fortran language, and it used a line plotter there. So, but in I think 2010, I published my first version on the internet, the freeware. This is actually version 3.2 now. So now you can also export several of these out for different, if you want to do 3D printing, export out to a STL file, export out the DXF file, export to a VRML file, or export to a POV file. So now I'll show you how to download it. There's a lot of places on the internet where you can probably find it. You can search for SurfX3D, or the abbreviation of it is SurfX3D. The home site where you can download it is on called SourceForge, SourceForge.net. And that's where you can download it to. If you can't find it, you can search for SurfX3D. Now I've also saw a problem where sometimes Google Chrome has problems downloading, because it will say if you download the zip file, it says it's a suspicious download. So what happens is if there's a down arrow here, it sometimes says the download was blocked because it's suspicious, but it looks like this one it actually downloaded okay. So then you go to your download folder where it was downloaded, and you got your Surface zip file, and just you unzip it, and then the program is actually an exe here. You just double click it and that's your program there. Now if you don't know how to do the unzip a zip file, you can actually go to the SourceForge and go to files and download the exe. It's a zip, and it's an extracting zip file. You don't have to download the zip, but again, Google Chrome sometimes says that's a suspicious download, and you have to maybe look at the down arrow there. So that's all I've got there. Okay, thank you.